25. The story of Northridge within the land called the Changers Church Valley Reservation. For some reason when we come here there were all kinds of birds and they just hung around, so we set up here and put out bird feeders and built a building so everyone can look out the window and watch the birds. The population of Northridge has 100 residents, has 140 homes, stores, factories, hotel, dinner and bank, horse stable with fix-it shop, the Changers Church main office, church, council, court, jail, church school, county school and city hall, general store, laundromat, barber's shop, hairdresser, small hospital, dentist, movie theater, gospel music, dance hall. When the town gets bigger there are more businesses added. I got here about the right time for dinner, and that is right where I went to get something to eat, and it was time. For some reason I missed breakfast. When I got there the waiter come over and asked what I wanted. I places the order and he left. Someone was walking over to where I was and just sit down. Then they said, "Are you the judge?" I said, "I am, and what can I help you with?" The person said that his son got into some problems and was wondering if he could talk to me about it. I said, "I just got into town and I do not know what court cases there is yet, but if you come to my office and give me time to eat and then look over the file." They told me the son's name and I wrote it down. They got up and left. This is going to be a real interesting day already. I see the waiter coming my way and sure enough he sat my plate right in front of me. I said, "Thank you, and boy was it good too." I had stuffed chicken with broccoli and cheese, with some mashed potato and gravy. Well, that did not last long and I got up and paid and then went to the city hall. I got there and went up to the desk and the person said, "How can I help you?" I said, "I am the judge," and pointed to the back wall where my picture was in or all the court cases on my desk as of yet. They just looked at me and looked at the picture and said, "We will bring them in for you." I got to my office and it was not long when someone knocked on my door and said, "I have your court records that you will need." I said okay and opened the door and took them. I looked through all the records and finally found the one I was looking for. The kid was caught fighting in school with another one of the students. It says that the kid took his lunch from him and he fought back. If someone took my lunch I would have fought back too. Here is the other kid, and I found the folder of this kid and he was charged with fighting and also starting the fight. The one that fought back with just go home and I will dismiss his case, for he was not the one that started it. Now for the kid that started it will go to Tonediddle and go through our training class to be taught all the rules that have to be followed, and if it happens again he will be fined $2,000 and sent home to his dad to teach from then on at home. I said I'm not his dad, so when he goes to work he will have to pay that off first and only have enough to eat with. Then once it is paid off then he will get his whole check. If it happens again that gets to go to jail and clean the whole city hall and every place in it. It is a good size building and it takes 4 people to clean it every day, so they can use the help. Okay, now let us go and see what happens when they are brought up. I went out a courtroom and everyone stood up and then sat down when I did. I said there is 2 cases I want to do first and called the boys up and they were both there. I said to the one that only fought back that his case was dismissed and he can go home. Then I looked at the other kid and there is something I want you to think about what I am going to think about. I want to give you 3 choices. You can go to Tonediddle and go through training on what our rules are and then come back and go back to school. Second, you can pay a $2,000 fine and then go back to school. Third, you can go to jail and spend your time there cleaning City Hall. Then the second office you only get the 2 and 3. Third time you get number 3. So now I want you to think about what you want to do now. Now if you go to trial and lose you get number 2 and 3. So how do you plead? He talked to his and then said guilty. I said okay, you will go to Tone Diddle Money and will be there until your training is over and you will go back to school. Just do not come back here with the same thing, for you already know what will happen. You may go now. I did the rest of the ones that I had to hear, and the rest was just small stuff like someone said the price of this or that was too high and they were not going to pay for after they had used it or eaten it. They paid twice for it. Next case. Now it is time to go to the next place and I will see you there.